Hey.
How you doing,
All right, I just want to say hi to you. One of the best gay agents in Atlanta.
Hi.
Yes, she's always put together, always gorgeous. What's going on? Medical, okay. Ooh, good looking firefighters. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is July the 13th on a Thursday, and the local time right now in Atlanta, Georgia is 6:44 a.m. So I actually traded my 4-day trip for this 3-day in a turn. But let me tell you where I'm going for this 3-day. So ladies and gentlemen, it is Atlanta to airport code ONT, which is Ontario, California. Now when I get to Ontario, I do have a 17-hour and 14-minute layover. Day 2, Ontario to Atlanta, Atlanta back to Ontario. It's going to be a very long day. Wow. But guys, when I get back to Ontario, because it's a double layover, it's 12 hours and 14 minutes. Now day 3, Ontario to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to airport code BWI, which is Baltimore, Maryland. So I'm doing a turn once I come back to Atlanta. We call it the victory lap. So Atlanta to Baltimore, Baltimore back to Atlanta. And the time away from base, 59 hours and 16 minutes. The credit hours for this 3-day trip, 21 hours and 56 minutes. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for this 3-day trip, I am the Beyonce. And that's why I got this wig on, okay? We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later. But my report time is 8 a.m. My lift, I will request in about 10 minutes. I don't like to get super early to the airport because it makes me more tired, right? I just be sitting around doing anything. But I want to talk about this wig. This is a Yes Girl wig. It is a 20-inch bohemian type of curl pattern, as you can see. I got this wig in May. Now, when I first tried it on, I did not like it. So I'm cleaning up and I'm like, you know what? I didn't want to wear that red Annie wig that I wore, and I wanted to try something a little different. You guys don't really see me with too much straight hair, okay? This is probably going to be the straightest hair I'm going to get. With that being said, it's 150% density. So it is a pretty thick wig. It gets a little bit tangled, but I like it so far. So far I do. I'm sure it's going to get in the way. I will put it up. But let me kind of show you. Again, 20 inches here. So that's how it hangs. And that's bringing all the hair to the front. So it is a little different. And you guys can see that part. Now it is a 5x5 lace. So I just literally added some concealer down the middle. Just did it just like this. Because I have concealer on here from when I clean up my eyebrows. But yeah, so that's all I did to make that part look as realistic as possible. So I don't know, guys, we'll see how I like this hair. I mean, so far so good, but like I said, it's a 3-day trip. I'm gonna have some long days. Is she gonna be in the way? She shouldn't be. So what I'm gonna do right now is kind of wrap everything up. I am a little early, which is a good thing. I usually wake up and I'm rushing to get out of here. So let me make me something to eat, request this lift, going to the airport. Thank God it's one leg today. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and I will definitely try to talk to you later. All right, guys, I am in Ontario, California. Yeah, I am so upset right now, but I am trying to calm down. Right now, the local time in Ontario is 1:43 p.m. So ladies and gentlemen, the flight time coming from Atlanta to Ontario was 4 hours and 4 minutes. We were on an A320 SpaceFlex. So 186 passengers, max capacity, 31 rows of seats. We were 3/4 full. It was an oversold flight. But a lot of our passengers did not make it for whatever reason. And we had a maintenance issue that caused us to be an hour delayed. So my layover was around 17 hours. Now they have it reduced to 16 and 29 minutes. So yeah, I did lose a little bit of time, but that's not the reason why I am upset. Just very disappointed in humanity and everything. So while I was on a plane, my sister texted me. Okay, now this is before we started to board. She texted me, "Call me, sis. It's 911. Now, prior to that, I had 3 missed calls from my sister. So this whole flight, I am just curious, what is the 911? When my family texts me 911, I am thinking death, someone is injured, something terribly bad happened where I need to step away and take a call. But I couldn't. So when I landed in Ontario and I was able to get off the plane and talk to my sister, she's crying. Well, she tells me somebody broke into my car. What makes me so upset is that somebody broke into my car and did all of this damage. So I'm gonna show you guys the pictures. I have to just look at it again. It looks like they broke out the back seat, the passenger's back seat window, climbed through my window, and I guess they tried to take my car because they broke my ignition. They didn't take anything. My car is at a repair center and it is going to be a $500 deductible. That is what's going on. I am in Ontario. We have a 3:30 a.m. van time. I guess this hotel, they have a little cocktail hour from 5 to 7. I do not drink, but I might just go and mingle and eat my feelings away. But on a better note, this Yes Girl wig is gorgeous. I like her. 20 inches, we talked about it. But guys, yeah, let me go. Let me make these calls, but this is live. And I'm not even in Arizona to even do anything about it. But as of now, I have no car until it's repaired. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do, but ladies and gentlemen, I will talk to you tomorrow.
The next day.
All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Friday, July the 14th. So I've already done my first flight, Ontario to Atlanta. It was 4 hours getting here. So when we landed, we had to change aircrafts. So I went from D1 to E2. So I am at the E gates, and yeah, I'm telling you, it's gonna be a very long day. So I'm getting ready to do my second flight, and that is heading back to Ontario. I tried to stop and get something to eat, but that Chipotle line was very, very disrespectful. So yesterday I did not do anything. I just made a couple of phone calls regarding Scratchy. I had to call the adjuster. I had a call where my car is at this collision shop, and it's hard to get things done when you are not in that state. So they're gonna fax over some paperwork for me to sign since I am not in Arizona until the end of the month. I have a trip there. But yeah, this is my second flight going back to Ontario. The last flight was oversold. I'm sure this flight is going to be oversold. It is a A320 SpaceFlex. 186 passengers, max capacity, 31 rows of seats. My plane just got here from Jamaica, so I'm just gonna head to my gate. But yeah, that is what's going on, guys. So I will see you back in Ontario, and if there's anything new, we will talk about it.
A few hours later.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today's date is Saturday, July the 15th. Right now, the local time in Ontario is about 4:05 a.m. Guys, today is day 3. It is go home day. I do have 3 legs. Ontario to Atlanta, and then Atlanta to Baltimore, Baltimore to Atlanta. So my due today is going to be very, very long today. Yesterday, the flight from Atlanta to Ontario, 4 hours exactly. It was an oversold flight. We had a 12-hour and some change layover. So when I got to the room yesterday, I ate and tried to relax because my layover was not that long. And so here I am, heading to Atlanta for my first leg, and then again doing a Baltimore turn. So ladies and gentlemen, we are on the A320 SpaceFlex. Now this is the newer one. And how do you know? You see these seats? Now I'm in the X row, but these seats, more cushion, more comfortable. Okay, so we're gonna start boarding at 4:15. I did my safety checks and pre-flight requirements. I am still pre-flighting this wig. I have a little bit of a hump I've been trying to get rid of. This is my makeup look this morning with the eyeshadow and the eyebrows. I did them a little different, like they're shaped a little different, but you know what? It doesn't even matter. I am the Beyonce, okay? And who is gonna check me, boo? Nobody but my supervisors. Nobody, okay? So yeah, let me live in peace with these eyebrows. But anyways, guys, as of right now, there's no delays, but we'll see as the day goes on. So good morning, and I will be with you when I get to Atlanta. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back in Atlanta. The local time right now is 1 p.m. It was 4 hours coming from Ontario over Seoul flight by 2. We had a few seats open, which is a good thing because we had a few people on standby. All right, so my next flight is Baltimore. It's already over Seoul by 14. But it's hot on this aircraft. I'm just gonna sit here, mind my business, try to nibble on this good food, guys, and get ready for this turn. Ooh, child. Ooh, Baltimore is a hit or miss. Things can go left or things can go right. I am praying and asking God, please let this be a good turn so I can get home and do this all again over tomorrow. Okay, so fingers crossed. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you in Baltimore.